We really believe in this team now. They are technically in first in the AFC West.
And why wouldn't you believe in them? I mean, look, this is a team that, once again, this is their third, fourth quarter comeback. Look at how poorly it played in the first half. They miss an opportunity to win it at the end of regulation, and they come out and they make plays again when it matters most, this time in overtime. They have got playmakers all over the place, but the one thing you just heard Derek Carr say there's no excuses. He said the officials did a good job calling 23 penalties, so the issue is on them. And that's one thing Derek told me. I've been with the Raiders a good amount this season. Derek told me in previous years, guys would understand why they lost and how they lost. He said that's not even part of the conversation anymore because, Andrew, guys now are understanding why they win and what they have to do to win. They have a tremendous belief in what Coach Jack Del Rio and his staff are doing, but better yet, a bigger belief in one another, and you see that when they're making plays in crunch time.
Listen, Wyche, I'm buying the Raiders. I'm totally buying them. But the two concerns are, one, they can't stop anybody, although they did a decent job yesterday, and two, 23 penalties in a game, which breaks a record first set by the 1944 0-10 they folded the next year Brooklyn Tigers. I mean, that's not winning football. And 23 is actually being nice, Steve. There was one late in the game that the Buccaneers declined. It could have been 24. It could have been 25. That is not a long-term recipe for success.
No, it absolutely isn't. And you can't blame youth. You can't blame this or that. I mean, not knowing the law is no reason not to get arrested. You can't break the law. So they've got to tighten that up. Jack Del Rio will get that together. We're not going to see them commit 23 penalties again. But if they're going to compete with Kansas City and Denver in this division, they have got to be more disciplined. That is a huge issue, Andrew. We know they're the penalties. And tightening up the defense, we're seeing some things kind of come around defensively for them now. Khalil Mack really had another good game, maybe one of his best games of the season.
All over the place yesterday.
Yeah, so I think defensively, that's something that's a work in progress. But when you've got a team that can score like this and you've got that quarterback, Derek Carr is the real deal, and you've got a roster with all this talent that Reggie McKenzie's done a good job of shaping, things are really starting to come together in Oakland, Andrew. You better believe in them.
The total yardage difference, and this is about their defense, yesterday between the Raiders and the Buccaneers was actually the biggest discrepancy between any two teams in one game all year. So the defense did its job yesterday, and this week have their hands full with the Denver Broncos, the first of two with them.